Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 51. 1. Tunisia has been used the most for Star Wars filming. A district called Tatooine in south-central Tunisia, inspired by a fictional planet, is one of the main locations of 2 episodes in Star Wars. 2. Serbia originates the word vampire. Vampire is the most famous word from Serbia. The first vampire was not Count Dracula, but Petar Blagojevic, whose vampirism was extensively discussed in 1725. 3. Pakistan creates the first computer virus. In 1986, Pakistani brothers Basit Farooq Alvi and Amjad Farooq Alvi created the world's first computer virus, known as the brain virus. 4. Senegal is the first African country to host the Olympics. Senegal is preparing to host the Youth Olympic Games Dakar 2026, marking the first Olympic sporting event to be held on African soil. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 52. 1. Ireland originates the Halloween. Halloween originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, modern-day Ireland, celebrated by the Celts around 2,000 years ago, which signified the end of summer and the transition from summer to winter, with the belief that the living and dead would blur the night before. 2. Saint Lucia was the first country to be named after an actual woman. Named by French settler, after Saint Lucy of Syracuse, a Christian martyr, and a patron saint of the blind from the early 4th century. 3. In Micronesia, stone money is an extremely big deal. Yap Island is home to hundreds of Rai stones, or large rock discs, which are valued by native inhabitants and serve as Yapese stone money for centuries, despite many being too heavy to move. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 53. 1. Lebanon is the only Arab country that has no desert. Unlike its neighbor Arab countries, Lebanon is the only Arab country that does not have a desert, due to its unique geography and climate, and Lebanon boasts mountain ranges, a fertile valley, and a Mediterranean coastline. 2. Ghana is home to largest man-made lake. Lake Volta is the world's largest man-made lake by surface area, has a storage capacity of 24 million acre-feet. Built in the 1960s, it serves Ghana's people by generating electricity, and has been instrumental in the construction of the Akasambo Dam. 3. El Salvador is the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. El Salvador became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender in 2021, in order to promote financial inclusion, job creation, and facilitate remittances, marking a significant shift in digital payments. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 54. 1. Croatia is the home of the necktie. The necktie is said to have its origins from Croatia. Originated from the 17th century cravat, a unique necktie worn by Croatian mercenaries in France, which later evolved into the necktie. 2. Kuwait has the strongest currency in the world. The Kuwaiti dinar, also known as KWD, is the world's strongest currency, and is commonly used in Middle Eastern oil transactions. 1 Kuwaiti dinar is equivalent to $3.26. 3. Côte d'Ivoire is the largest cocoa producer in the world. Côte d'Ivoire, or the Ivory Coast, is the #1 major cocoa producer, currently produces 40% of the world's cocoa, a significant economic player in the global chocolate industry. This dominance has economic implications, as cocoa is Côte d'Ivoire's most valuable export and a major source of income. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 55. 1. Somalia has longest coastline in mainland Africa. Somalia has the longest coastline of all mainland African countries, and has a 3,025 km coastline on the Indian Ocean and Gulf of Aden, bordered by the Guardafui Channel to the east, and the Gulf of Aden to the north. 2. Sierra Leone has the largest natural harbor in Africa. Freetown Harbor is the largest natural harbor in Africa. Sierra Leone's strategic location has made it a vital trade hub. 3. Samoa's traditional houses has no walls. The people of Samoa live in a house called fail, a round or oval structure with pebble floors, and a thatch roof supported by wooden posts is open and lacks walls. The only protection is coconut leaf blinds, while ropes made from dried coconut fibers are woven tight around the wooden frame, to bind the structure together. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 56. 1. Chad is nicknamed as the Babel Tower of the modern world. Chad is known as the Babel Tower of the modern world, boasts over 200 ethnic groups and 100 languages, with Arabic and French as national languages. 2. Comoros is the world's largest producer of lang lang. Lang lang is an endemic plant species in Comoros, is used as a base oil in perfumes but also holds medicinal properties, and is crucial in aromatherapy, making it a valuable therapeutic tool, constitutes a significant portion of the Comoros' total export revenue. 3. Eswatini is the last absolute monarch in Africa. Eswatini is the last and only absolute monarchy in Africa, has been under the rule of King Swati III since 1986, who holds complete authority over its affairs, and upholds the nation's deep-rooted traditions. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 57. 1. In Cape Verde, no one lived in until 1456. Before 1456, Cape Verde was inhabited by only plants and animals, and Portuguese explorers Alvise Cotamosto and Antoniato Usodimare discovered the islands and settled there 6 years later. 2. Czech Republic has the biggest castle in the world. The Guinness Book of Records lists Prague Castle as the biggest castle in the world, covering 70,000 square meters, but this includes the castle gardens, stables, and Litoratic Krlovny Ani on a separate hill. 3. Lithuania was the last country in Europe to convert to Christianity. Lithuania adopted Christianity in 1387, nearly 1,000 years after the Roman Empire's conversion. Prior to this, Lithuanians practiced Romuva, an indigenous pagan religion. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 58. 1. Liberia was created for formerly enslaved African Americans. Liberia was established in 1821 as a home for formerly enslaved people in the U.S. Between 1822 and 1861, around 15,000 African Americans settled in Liberia. 2. Latvia invented the world's first spy camera. The Minox Riga, a sub-miniature camera developed by Walter Zapp in 1936, is considered one of the first true spy camera, produced in Riga, Latvia, and used 8x11mm film, and saw actual use in espionage during World War II and the Cold War. 3. The Maldives is the lowest country in the world. The country with the lowest average elevation in the world is the Maldives, with an average elevation of just 1.5 meters, a low-lying island nation in the Indian Ocean, making it particularly vulnerable to the effects of rising sea levels. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 59. 1. Central African Republic was once an empire. The Central African Republic briefly became an empire in 1976, with President Jean Bedel Bokassa declaring himself Emperor Bokassa I, until 1979 when Bokassa was overthrown. 2. Malta has a temple older than Egypt's pyramid. The Gintia temples in Malta are older than the Egyptian pyramids, built between 3600 and 2500 BC, they predate the pyramids by roughly 1,000 years. 3. Moldova is home to the world's largest bottle-shaped building. The world's largest bottle-shaped building is located in Ternaka, Moldova, and is called the Strong Drinks Museum, also known as the Budelka Hotel and Museum. It is shaped like a large bottle and is a notable landmark in the village. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 60. 1. Djibouti's location made it a hub of military bases. Djibouti's strategic location near the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden shipping lanes has made it a prime military base, hosting foreign forces like the US, France, and China, making it the most foreign military bases in Africa. 2. Equatorial Guinea's president is the longest-serving incumbent president in the world. The president of Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, holds the distinction of being the world's longest ruling incumbent president, came to power since 1979, or nearly 46 years of ruling. 3. The Netherlands is home to the world's tallest people. The Netherlands is famous for its tall people, with men averaging around 6 feet, or 1.83 meters, and women around 5 feet 7 inches, or 1.70 meters. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 61. 1. Eritrea is the North Korea of Africa. Eritrea is often referred to as the North Korea of Africa, due to its authoritarian government, restrictions on freedom, media blackout and military dictatorship. 2. Mali was home to the richest man who has ever lived. Mansa Musa is the richest person in history. He was the king and ruled the Mali Empire between 1280 and 1337. With a fortune of around $400 billion in today's money. Richer than the richest person today. 3. In Monaco, 1 in 3 people are millionaires. Monaco boasts a high concentration of millionaires, with over 32% of its population, or 12,261 people being millionaires, indicating that nearly 1 in 3 residents has a net worth of at least $1 million. Strange facts about every country on Earth. Part 62. 1. Mauritius is home to the famous dodo bird. Mauritius was the only known habitat of the extinct dodo bird, likely first encountered by Dutch settlers in 1598. When Mauritius was colonized in 1638, dodos were hunted for food, resulting in their extinction. Also, the dodo also features to Mauritius' coat of arms. 2. Mozambique is the only country that has a firearms on its flag. Mozambique flag includes an AK-47 rifle, alongside a hoe, a book, and a star, all within a red triangle, and the AK-47 is a symbol of defense and struggle for independence. 3. North Macedonia is the birthplace of Mother Teresa. Born in 1910 in Skopje, North Macedonia, Mother Teresa is famous for her lifelong dedication to serving the poor, considering her to be one of the most famous Macedonians in history.